Tatamapi siddhanam Kashchima vedi tatvata Manushyanam sahasreshu Kashchid yatati siddhaye Tatamapi siddhanam out of many thousands, Kashchid, someone, Yatati, endeavors, Siddhaye, for perfection, Yatata, of those so endeavoring, Api, indeed, Siddhanam, of those who have achieved perfection, Kashchid, someone, Mam, me, Veti, does know, Tatvataha, in fact. Translation: out of many thousands among men, one may endeavor for perfection, and of those who have achieved perfection, hardly one knows me in truth.
Manusyanam sahasreshu, many times thousands, many times. That means out of millions and trillions of persons. Many times thousand means 100,000 makes 1 lakh. 100 times lakhs makes 1 crore. Similarly, 100,000 of crores, billions and trillions, unlimited. First of all, Manusya. Manusya means man. So, to get this human form of life, one has to wait for many, many millions of years, according to evolutionary process. Asiting chaturang chaiva, lakhang stang jiva jatis. In the Padma Purana, the evolution theory is described. That is taken away by Darwin, and in a perverted way he has described Darwin's theory of evolution. But that is not very scientific, although it is going on as scientific. But evolution theory is fact. Not that all of a sudden you get this body of human being, no. Tatha dehantaram prapti, after death, there is another body, dehantara. Just like in this life also, we get dehantara, another body. From baby's body to child's body to boy's body to youth's body, from youth's body to old man's body. Then after old man's body, why not another body? But the rascals, they do not believe transmigration of the soul. It is very quite reasonable. After changing so many bodies, I have come to this old body. So what after this old body? There must be somebody. It is quite reasonable. But these rascals have no brain to understand that there is life after death. Big professors in European countries, they do not believe transmigration of the soul. So Manushana, out of there are many kinds of men also. Just like Kirata Hunandra Puninda Pukkasa Bhiro Sumbha Javana Khasadaya, the Africans, the Mongolians, the Huns, There are so many, we know so many types of human beings. Out of that, a few who are known as Aryans, they are the best type of human being. And out of the Aryans, those who are followers of the Vedic principle, they are the best. But those who are following the Vedic principles, they say that we are Vedic or followers of the Varnashram Dharma. In common sense they call Hindu. But actually they say so, they do not follow the principles. They do not follow them. They act against the Vedic principles. Therefore it is said that even though one gets this human form of life after many, many millions of years, the living soul, still there are so many divisions in the human form of life. Therefore it is said, Manusyanam sahasreshu. Out of many millions of human beings, Koschit jatati siddhaya. Siddhaya means to get the spiritual power or spiritual rejuvenation. That is called siddhi. Bhukti, mukti, siddhi. There are three kinds of activities going on in the human society. Some people are karmis. They enjoy life, or they want to enjoy life by working hard. Enjoyment means ahara, nidra, bhaya, maithun. To eat very nicely and to sleep very nicely, to enjoy sex life very nicely, and to make defense force. This is called enjoyment, material enjoyment. If I am secure by defense force, and if I have got good bank balance, if I have got a very nice, beautiful wife, and if I eat sumptuously to the satisfaction of my tongue, I think I am very much successful. But that is not success. Success is different thing. This is called bhukti, material enjoyment. So, bhukti, mukti, siddhi. When one is fed up with this hard working for material enjoyment and get little sense about material enjoyment, get little sense for spiritual understanding, that we have discussed yesterday. Jnanam tiham savijnanam, that is knowledge. To work hard like an ass for sense gratification, that is not siddhi. Siddhi is different thing. Siddhi means to understand the spiritual identification and work for it. That is called siddhi. So, the attempt for such thing is called mukti, to get rid of the material entanglement. So, bhukti, mukti, siddhi. There are three stages. So, siddhi means when one understands his spiritual identity and tries to make his life perfect on that platform, that is called siddhi. Otherwise, bhukti, mukti. So in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is said that bhukti, mukti, siddhi kami sakali asant. So long one is on the platform of bhukti, mukti and siddhi, he is restless. He is working because he is desiring. Siddhi is specially meant for the yogis. The yogis, they want to play wonderful magic Anima, Laghima, Prapti, Siddhi, Gita, Bhashita. There are 8 kinds of yoga siddhis. That kind of siddhi is not recommended here. Siddhi means to understand one's spiritual identity and work for it. That is called siddhi. So Manusyanam Sasu, who knows it? There is no such education. Therefore Krishna says, Manusyanam Sahasris. Out of million person, one tries for this siddhi, perfection of life, to understand spiritual identity and to work for it. That is called siddhi. And jatatamapi siddhana, one who has attained siddhi and trying for it, further progress. Out of them millions of such persons, one can understand what is Krishna. We cannot understand Krishna so easily. Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is not understandable by ordinary persons up to the stage of Siddhi. But, as Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, that one can understand me by the process of bhakti. Bhaktya mam avijanati. Javan jaschami tat. Here it is said, Manusyanam sahasresu kaschid jatati siddhaye jatatam api siddhyanam kaschid mang vetti tat. Tat means truth. Simply, superficially, to know Krishna. Just like in the English dictionary, it is said, Krishna is mentioned in the dictionary, a Hindu god. So what does he know about Krishna, Hindu god? There are Hindu gods, many. According to our Hindu conception, there are 33 crores of demigods, chief of which is Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, Lord Vishnu, Surya and Ganapati. Chiefly they worship. In the Hindu world, they worship, somebody worship Vishnu, somebody worship Shiva, somebody worship Brahma, somebody worship the sun. Just like the Parsis, they worship the sun. I think I am right. So, they also can be concluded as Hindus. And actually, they came from Persia when there was Mohammedan disturbance. They fled from their country and came to India. That is the history. So, these 5 gods are especially recommended and worshipped. So, Krishna is considered in the Vishnu category. Therefore, in the English dictionary, it is said as one of the gods. They are under the conception, foreigners, that Hindus, they have got many gods. But actually that is not fact. There are many gods means that's like godly, because they are servants of Krishna. Just like in royal palace, even the servants are dressed with royal garments. Similarly, the chief servants of Krishna, like Indra, Chandra, Surya is also servant, Chandra, that is also servant, Indra is also servant. As it is stated in the Brahma Samhita, Jasyagaya Brahmati Sang Bhritakala Chakro. The sun, so powerful God. The sun, you see the sun planet, but within the sun planet there is the sun God, whose name is mentioned also in the Bhagavad Gita, Vivasyan. Just like you know your president's name, Mr. Nixon. Similarly, we know who is the predominating deity in the sun planet. How we know? We know from Bhagavad Gita. Vibhashan manovipraho. Vibhashan, the president or the predominating deity in the sun planet is called Vibhashan. His son is Manu. And from Manu, the Manusha. Manusha means was coming from Manu. The human race has come from the Manu. Therefore, the Vedic followers, they follow the principles of codes of Manu Samhita. Manu Samhita is the law, Hindu law. Is still accepted, although they have made many amendments. But it is not to be amended. Just like the Manu Samhita, there is no divorce. Now our Hindu laws, they have amended. Divorce is allowed. That is not according to Manu Samhita. So there are different kinds of men. Out of many such millions and trillions different kinds of men in the human form of life, some may attempt to achieve success of life. What is that success of life? Success of life to understand his spiritual identity. At the present moment, being conditioned by the material nature, every man is working under the impression that I am this body. I am Indian because I got this body from India. I am American, I got this body from America. All bodily concept of life. Or I am Hindu because I am born of a Hindu family. I am Christian because I am born of a Christian family. These are all bodily identifications. When one goes above the bodily identification, that is called Siddhi. This is the explanation of Siddhi. In the bodily platform, nobody can attain perfection. He is animal. Those who are in the bodily concept of life, those who are thinking that I am Indian, I am American, I am African, I am Hindu, I am Muslim, I am Christian, I am Buddhist, they are all animals. They are not human beings. Because bodily concept. In the Shastra says, Jasya to buddhi kunape tidhatuke sadhik kalatra dishu bhoma ijjadhi jat tirtha buddhi salile na karhichit saeva go khara. Go khara, go means cow and khara means ash. So those who are in the bodily concept of life, they are no better than the cows and the asses. This is the Shastra's verdict. So modern civilization, everyone, mostly, they are under the bodily concept of life and they are fighting like animals because that is animal life. Therefore Krishna instructs at the end that you Hindus, Muslims, Christians, this, that, kindly kick out all these conceptions of religion. Sarva dharman parityajya. Because that is not religion. This is bodily concept of life. The business of ass and cows. So you give up this business. Sarva dharman parityajya. Krishna says in the beginning, Dharma sanghasthapanarthaya sambhavami juge juge. I come down just to re-establish the principles of religion. What is that religion? Not this Hindu religion, Muslim religion, Christian religion. Those who are thinking that we are preaching Hindu religion. No, we are not preaching Hindu religion. Therefore, while registering the association, I purposely kept this name Krishna consciousness. Neither Hindu religion, nor Christian religion, nor Buddhist religion. Krishna does not belong to any sect. Those who are thinking that you are sectarian, they are wrong. Because Krishna does not belong to any sect. He says in the Bhagavad Gita, Sarvajonishu sambhavanti murtayaja. Jonis, not only human society. Joni means forms of life or species of life. Sarva Jonishu. So, the forms of life are 8,400,000 forms of life. Jalajanam Lakhani Thavra Lakhavinsati. 900,000 species of life in the water. Who knows that? But Krishna knows. Krishna, because he is the Father, Krishna says, Sarvajomishu kaunteya sambhavanti murtayaja tasang mahajjani brahma aham bija padapita. Krishna has given birth to the aquatics, to the trees, to the plants, to the birds, to the beasts, to the human being, to the demigods, everyone, Sarvajonishu, including everyone. So how Krishna consciousness can be sectarian? Just like our men went to consult about taxation, they are considering that this is sectarian. Krishna. This is not sectarian. Very sectarian. Krishna says, Sarvajonishu. Not only international, universal. So how it can be sectarian? For everyone. Otherwise, how everyone outside India, they are accepting this Krishna consciousness, if it is sectarian. It is not sectarian. Krishna consciousness, Krishna himself says that I am the father of all forms of life. How Krishna can be sectarian? There is no reason to say that it is sectarian. Therefore it is said that somebody thinking that Krishna is Hindu god, somebody is thinking Krishna is born in India, therefore he is Indian. Krishna took birth in the family of Jadu dynasty, therefore he is Kshatriya. Krishna played as a cowherd's boy in Vrindavan, therefore he is a Vaishya. In so many ways they are thinking, but Krishna says this is all rascaldom. Therefore he said, Kosit Vetimam Tattvato. Actually what I am, that is known to very, very few men, only to the devotees, not to the common man. This is the idea. Krishna is not sectarian. Krishna is not Hindu. Krishna is not Indian. Krishna is not African. Krishna is nothing of this material world. He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Transcendental. Simply by knowing Krishna, one becomes immediately liberated and goes back to Krishna. Simply by knowing Krishna. Janma karma me dibbam ji janati tattva. This very thing again, tattva. His activities, his coming down, his work, they are all transcendental. Dibbam, not ordinary. So, he is dibbam, he is transcendental. If anyone knows in truth, then what happens to him? Tattadiham punarjanma naiti. Simply by knowing as he is, one becomes immediately liberated. Immediately. So therefore it is said, Manusana, because if one would know Krishna as he is, he will immediately be liberated. So liberation is not so cheap thing. Therefore Krishna says, Manusanam sahasresu kaschid vitimang tattata jatatam api siddhyanam kaschid vitimang tattata. So, you can understand Krishna. Therefore Krishna said in the beginning of this chapter that Jnanam me Jnanam tiham savijnanam. It is a great science. It is not a speculative, it is not imagination. Just like sometimes they imagine God. The impersonalists, they think there is no God. God is not personal, but is impersonal. So you can imagine any form. That is Askalda. That is not Krishna. That is not God. How? With your limited senses, imperfect senses, you can imagine God. Whatever you imagine, that is rascaldom. That is not Krishna. That's what Krishna says. Manushanam sahasreshu kaschid vetima tattva. If you want to know Krishna, then you must become Krishna's devotee. Bhaktyamam abhijanati. You cannot understand by your so-called scholarship, imaginative power. That is not possible. Athapi te deva padambujadaya prasadaleshanugrihito evahi janati tattam. Again that tattam. One who has achieved a little favor of you, he can understand you by tattva, in truth. Athapi te deva padambujadayam prasad padambujadayam prasada leshanugrihita eva janati tattam na channa na cha anna chiram, for good, for many, many millions of years, which is none simply by speculating. That is not possible. There are many places like that. Panthastu koti satavastha sampragamya vayo rathapi manaso munipangamana sappastisha vichintatate. If you simply speculate to understand God, He will remain inconceivable, even if you endeavor for millions and billions of years. That is not possible. In another place Krishna says, Bahunam janmanam ante. Not only billions and billions, but after many billions and millions of births, Bahunam janmanam ante. Jnanavan, when one is actually on the platform of knowledge, mahanga prapaddante, he surrenders to Krishna. Why? Because he understands at that time, Vasudeva sarvamiti, sa mahatma sudurlabha. That is Mahatma. The Vasudeva, Krishna is everything. That will be explained. How Krishna is everything in this chapter. Jnanam tiham savijnanam. How Krishna is everything, that will be explained in this chapter. So, if we want to understand Krishna, it is not to be done by our scholarship. It may be this, it may be that. That is all rascaldom. You should understand as Krishna says. Then you will understand Krishna. How you can understand? You are so imperfect. You cannot understand even yourself. You do not know what you are. You are thinking that you are body. I am thinking I am this body. So bodily concept is the business of the cows and the asses. How the cows and asses can understand Krishna? They cannot understand. If you want to understand Krishna, then you should hear from Krishna and take it as it is. Then you will understand. If you are fortunate enough, then you will understand. Manusyanam sahasreshu kaschi jatati siddhaye jatatam visidhyanam kaschid vetimam tattata. Tattata means truth. You can understand that Krishna was an Indian. He was born in like that. Just like Arjuna also said, aparang bhavato janma parang janma bhuvasata katham etad vijanyam. He also, Arjuna understood Krishna because Arjuna was devotee of Krishna. But to clear the idea of Krishna as the rascal state, he asked this question, aparang bhavato janma, that your birth is just recently, say 100 years ago, but the sun planet, millions of years, how can I believe that you spoke this philosophy or science to the sun god before sun? So the reply was that, my dear Arjuna, you are my devotee. Whenever I appear, you also appear. But I remember what I spoke to the sun god. You are also present at that time with me, but you have forgotten. I have not forgotten. That is the difference between Krishna and Arjuna, or God and human. That is the difference. Vedaham samititan. Krishna, God knows everything, past, present and future. Just like in the Bhagavatam, in the beginning, God means Janmadasya Jataha, from whom everything has emanated. So everyone can say, I have given birth to so many children, so many houses, so many factories, I am also God. No, you cannot be God. Because you do not know abhigya, you do not know the past, present and future. Janmadasya jatah annayat itaratascha artheshu abhigya. Krishna is abhigya. Just like in our body, we are eating. How this eating, the substance is transformed into different secretion, and again blood, again flesh, again bone. How these are, we do not know. But it is actually happening. Annayat itaratesu. I know that I am eating, but itaratesu, how this eating substance are transformed into bones, marrow, stool, and I do not know. Therefore I am not abhigya. But about Krishna it is said abhigya. He knows everything. How this world is going on, how these planets are rotating, how seasons are changing. Jassagvaya bhramati samvrita kala chakra. Actually it is happening due to the rotation of the sun. Every scientist knows. But how the rotation of sun is going on, that they do not know. That we know. How? Like it is said in the Brahma Samhita, Jassagvaya bhramati samvrita kala chakra. The sun is moving by his order. Mayadhakshena prakriti suyate sacharacharam. Under my supervision, everything is going on. That is Krishna. Krishna is not ordinary thing. So one who tries to understand Krishna in true tattva is very, very fortunate. Therefore he is called Manusyanam Sahasreshu. The fortune does not come to everyone and anyone, out of millions of persons. Therefore, who have taken Krishna, who have understood Krishna in tattva as far as his knowledge is concerned, is very, very fortunate. Ei rupe brahmanda bhramite kono bhagyavan ji, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that we are wandering throughout the universe in many species of life. And when you come to this human form of life, if you are fortunate, or if you are fortunate to meet another fortunate devotee, then we can understand what is Krishna. That is the saying, Manusyanam Sahasreshu, Kaschijatati Siddhi. Simply by trying, endeavoring, like cats and dogs, that will not help us. We have to approach such a person. That is stated in the beginning of 7th chapter. Mod asraya. What is that first person? Yes. Maya sakta mana partha. Yogam junjan modasraya. That is the beginning. Modasraya. One has to take shelter of Krishna. But Krishna directly, you cannot take shelter. But Krishna is not present. Krishna is present. But we do not know how to capture Krishna. That is another thing. Krishna is extra, electricity is everywhere. But one who knows the science, he can capture electricity. Telephone wire is everyone. But still, you have to bring some expert to connect your telephone. The telephone wire is everywhere. Suddenly Krishna is everywhere. Annantarastham paramanu, why you are standing? That stand. So, the process is tadvijnanatham sa gurumeva vigache in the Vedic injunction. If you want to know Krishna, Vedas, the ultimate knowledge of Veda, Veda is to sarvai ahameva Veda. Vedic knowledge means to understand Krishna. See, if you want to understand Krishna, tad vijnanartham vijnana, jnanam teham savijnanam. It is vijnana, it is science, savijnana. So if you want to know that vijnana, then you should approach tad vijnanartham sa gurum eva abhigachet. You must accept Guru. Who is Guru? Samit pani srotiyam brahmanishtam. Guru's qualification is that is srotriyam. He has heard from his Guru perfectly. That is Guru. Srotriyam and brahmanishtam. And firmly fixed up at the lotus feet of Krishna. These are two qualifications. You cannot move from that firmness. You cannot move. And he has heard about Krishna from the authorities of Guru. Evam parampara. That is Guru. So that is recommended. If you want to know Krishna, then tadvijnana, in order to understand that science, then you must approach Guru. Adu Gurvasram, that is Rupa Goswami's. Adu Gurvasram, Adu Sraddha. So this is the process. You cannot understand Krishna sitting in your parlor and speculating on your so-called educational qualification. That is not possible. That is not possible. You must surrender. You must surrender. Sarvadharman parityajya. You must give up all this idea that I am Hindu, I am Muslim, I am Christian, I am Indian, I am American, I am white, I am black. These designations you have to give up. First qualification. Sarvopadhi vinirmuktam. Upadhi, these are all designations. So you have to give up this designation. Sarvopadhi vinirmuktam tatparatena nirmalam. You have to become Krishnite and pure. Tatparatena nirmalam. Rishikena rishikesa sevanam bhakti richya. Then when you are purified, not designated, not covered by your material designation, at that time the senses are purified. When you engage your senses to the service of the Lord, that is called bhakti. Thank you very much.
Endeavors.
Muslim, I am Christian, I am Indian, I am American, I am white, I am black. This designation you have to give up. First qualification, Sarvopadi Vinirmuktam. Upadi, these are all designation. So you have to give up this designation. Sarvopadi Vinirmuktam Tatparatvena Nirmalam. You have to become Krishnite and pure. Tatparatvena Nirmalam. Rishikena Rishikesha Sevanam Bhakti Ruchyate. Then, when you are purified, not designated, not covered by your material designation, at that time the senses are purified. When you engage your senses to the service of the Lord, that is called bhakti. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki. In the beginning of the lecture, Prabhupada spoke about evolution theory. How many theories he spoke? Evolution theory. How many theories did he speak about? Or in other words, the Vedic theory and ancient modern theory. Evolution theory. Yes.
So first he talks about, he mentions Darwin's evolution theory, but then he says that, this is hijacked. The original evolution theory is described in the scriptures, and he quotes, Brahman Puran, Jalani Nava Lakshani, how the aquatics came and the terrestrial beings and then human beings. So human form of life is very rare, but one has to go through so many species of life. So this is the actual evolution theory.
But Darwin has given perverted way,
Perverted and hijacked.
saying that in the same body only, the soul gets into another body. So that doesn't happen. Soul has to give up the body and then take next body. Hari Bol. There are how many kinds of men? He quoted part of Srimad Bhagavatam verse. Yes, bro.
Kirata, Hunandra, Pulinda, Pulkasha, like that. Many kinds of men are there.
Africans, Mongolians, they're all human beings, but the best of all of them are Aryans. Hari Bol. How many kinds of activities are going on in human society, and what are they? Yes, Manish bro.
Prabhupada told 3 activities are going on: Bhukti, Mukti, Siddhi.
Hari Bol. So speaking about Bhukti, when does one think that he is very successful? Vitthal Vishnu bro.
Somebody is having sumptuous food to eat, having beautiful wife. One is having defense force and having nice bank balance.
Nice.
Some bank balance.
Bank balance. And if you go to sleep very nicely.
Nicely.
Hari Bol. Basically, enjoyment means ahar nidra bhai maithunam. What is the definition of siddhi? Siddhi means. Yes, Sarvashan bro.
Spiritual rejuvenation.
Spiritual?
Rejuvenation.
Yes. Some more? Behind.
Siddhi means to understand your spiritual identity and to work towards it.
Hari Bol. About these 3 activities, what does Chaitanya Charitamrita say? Part of the verse. Yogesh bro.
Bhukti, Mukti, Siddhi, Kami, Sakalya, Shanta.
Meaning?
Krishna, these 3 categories, Bhukti, Mukti and Siddhi, these people are actually looking up. They will be always disturbed because they are
he becomes restless.
Yeah, they are always
because he is desiring, having material desire. Hari Bol. Is it easy to understand Krishna? And if at all one has to understand, what is the way? Yes, bro.
It is not very easy to know the Krishna. If you want to know the Krishna, you have to follow the Guru's instruction. You have to follow the scriptures. This is the way to know the
Not
Krishna.
little general, but little more specific. Which Mataji? Mataji wants to answer? Which Mataji? Okay. Okay, there.
To understand Krishna is to hear him as it is.
To?
To understand Krishna is to hear him as it is.
Something more? Yes. Oh, Shyam Jagannath. We are going in sequence, na? So what is there? Prabhupada said that you have to say. In general, all answers may be correct. Guru also is required. You have to hear from Krishna only. That is all true. Amit bro.
Bhaktya Mama Vijanati.
Means what? Something in our
Only by
English
devotion
language.
service I can be understood by bhakti.
Haribo. Prabhupada said we cannot understand Krishna so easily because Manushanam Sahasreshu Kashchit Yatadi Sadhyay. Out of 1,000 people, one will try to understand Krishna, and out of thousands of such people who try to understand Krishna, hardly one will know. Yatatam api siddhanam Kashin mam vetti tattvata. So it is not, we cannot understand Krishna so easily. Krishna, the Supreme Son of Godhead, is not understandable by ordinary persons up to the stage of Siddhi. But as Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, one can understand me by the process of bhakti. Bhaktyamam abhijanati. According to Hindu conception, how many demigods are there? Easy. All are Hindus.
33 crores.
Harivo. Out of them, he quoted some few chief gods, as it is understood. Yes, Suchinama Guru.
Brahma, Shiva, Vishnu, Sun God, and Ganpati.
Harivo. So Prabhupada gave one example for understanding how the foreigners, they have conception that in Hindu there are many gods. In Hindu society there are many gods. So how did he clarify whether there are many gods or what, and what example did he give? Yes, Prahlad Pran Prabhu.
Prabhupada says about they are godly, they are not God, they are godly.
So what example? I mean, analogy he gave?
Surya and the sun. Yes.
Analogy. Yes.
Even the servant of a royal palace, he enjoy the royal facilities like that.
Huh?
Even the servant of a royal palace, he also dressed like a king and he also enjoys same facility. So similarly, all the demigods are there. They are servant of God, so that's why they are godly. They are not
Harivo. Indra is also servant. About Manusha and Manu Samhita, what all Prabhupada said? Advait Prabhu.
Prabhupada told that Vivaswan's son is Manu, and from Manu comes all the human dynasty. They are called Manusya, and the codes which they follow is Manu Samhita. And he was telling Manu Samhita is the law book for all the Hindus and all for all the Manushya. And now they are making some amendment to it. For example, he quoted that the divorce is not accepted in Manu Samhita, but now they have kept that divorce is allowed.
Haribo. Prabhupada gave one more definition of Siddhi as he was speaking. This is not that earlier. Now next. What is that? Yes. When one goes above the bodily identification, that is called Siddhi. Haribo. Prabhupada said, those who are in bodily concept of life, who are they and who they are not, and which verse did he quote for that? Yes, bro.
He quoted Yashya Atma Buddhi Gunapetri Dhatu ke Yaj Bhauma Ijya Sarire Sa Eva Gokhara.
So, those who are in bodily concept of life, they are
animals.
They are animals, and they are not human beings.
They are not human beings.
Haribol. So this is human beings only are under discussion. Those who think, some people think that we people are sectarian. So what did Prabhupada say? And he gave part of one verse from Bhagavad Gita. Vittal Vishnu Prabhu.
So Prabhupada told that we are not sectarian because Krishna says Sarva Yonishu. So therefore Krishna does not belong to any one sect.
Harivo. So Yoni means forms of life or species of life, and Sarva Yonishu means Krishna is the father of all living entities. So he does not belong to any sect. So we are talking about Krishna, so we are not sectarian. How many forms of life are there? Who knows them all? And why does he know? Sarva Lakshman Prabhu. Sarva Lakshman Prabhu knows.
So Krishna knows because he is a father.
How many forms are there?
84 lakhs.
Because he is the father. Hari Bol. Prabhupada said Jalaja Navalakshani. There are 9 lakh species of aquatics. Sthavara Laksha Vimshati. Those are Sthavar, there are 20 lakhs. So who knows that? Scientists don't know. Krishna only knows because he is father. Some conceptions of Krishna are there. What all they? And Krishna says that this is all rascaldom. And he quoted part of the verse also. Tribhangopal Guru.
Krishna is born in India, so he's Indian. He's born in Yadu dynasty, so he's a Kshatriya. He acted as a cowherd boy, so therefore he's a Vaisya. So these conceptions are there, which are not true. So therefore, Krishna said Sarvadharman Parititi.
Krishna said this is all rascaldom. Therefore he says Kashin Vetti Mam Tattvataha. Actually what I am, what is known to be that is known to be very, very few men, only to the devotees, not to the common man. Hari Bol. So in this verse, Manushyanam Sahasrashu Kashi Jatati Siddhe Yatatam Api Siddhanam Kashin Mam Vetti Tattvata. So where else this word Tattvata comes? Prabhupada said. Very easy question. Answer is very easy. Yes. Okay. Go on, bro.
Atapite Deva Padam Buddha.
Tattvata word, where else it comes? Means, okay, chalo, in Bhagavad Gita. In the sequence when Prabhupada was speaking, he quoted from Bhagavad Gita. Sachin Bhagavan, bro.
Janma karma cha me divyam.
Evameveti tattvataha. My birth and my activities are transcendental. This one knows in toto. He will not take birth again. Hari Bol. So then what Govardhan Prabhu was saying, that one cannot understand Krishna by so-called scholarship, imaginative power. So he quoted around 4 verses. So now if you wish to answer. At least 3 verses, 4 verses. Yes, Vitthal Vishnu Prabhu.
He quoted Athapite Tava Padambujadve Prasadale Shanugrahite Yavi Janati Tatum Chiran Vichinma.
So unless one has at least little bit of mercy of the Lord, one cannot understand him. Then
Panthastu Koti Satavatsara Sampragamya Vayo Ratapi Manasumuni Pungavana.
Means what?
Ki
though Prabhupada did not explain so much, but
Koti Savat, that means millions of years. If somebody sits on the chariot of mind and he wanders, still he cannot find Krishna.
He cannot even reach the light emanating from the tip of the toe of Krishna's lotus foot. Any other? Manushyanam Sahasreshu Kashidetati Siddha. Out of 1,000 people, hardly one knows Krishna. And Bahunam Janmanam Ante Jnanavan Mam Prapadate. Hari Bol. So now what answer was already given. If you want to understand Krishna, what is the way? 2 things he said as such. One thing, but then he added one more. How to understand Krishna? Yes.
Prabhupada said that one can understand Krishna by Vedas and one has to accept Guru.
That comes later. This is before. Yes.
Prabhupada said, hear about Krishna and accept as it is. Accept as it is the messages.
If you want to understand Krishna, then you should hear from Krishna and take it as it is. Then you will understand. If you are fortunate enough, then you will understand. So the fortune also is required. That is also Krishna's mercy. Hari Bol. Prabhupada quoted Janmadiyasya Yataha. So what understanding he gave? Speaking difference between Krishna and us. Yes. एक सका प्रभु.
Krishna is all knowing, past, present, and future.
That abhigya word.
Yes, the abhigya he was explaining. And but we do not know. Just like Krishna also told Arjun, you also came with me many times, but you do not remember.
Some another example he gave from practical day-to-day life. Yes, Prahlad Pran bro. Prahlad Pran bro.
We don't know how when the food goes inside how it converts, but Krishna knows everything.
Yes, forget about knowing everything of the world. We don't even know about our own body also. How after eating, how it converts into blood, flesh, marrow, stool, etc. Harivo! What scientists do not know, which we know. What is that? And how? What the scientists do not know, we know. What are the things? The worldly scientists, they don't know many things, but we know. So what are those things? Tribhuvan Gopal Prabhu knows.
Scientists don't know how the earth is planets are rotating, how seasons are changing, but we know. And he quoted Yasya Agya Brahmati Kala Chakro, that sun is rotating, therefore seasons are changing.
Yes, Mayadhyakshena Prakriti Suyate Sachra. Under Krishna's supervision, everything is going on. So we know Krishna and we hear from Krishna, we know everything. Even what the scientists do not know, we know. Harivol! Prabhupada quoted from what Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructed in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita about this fortunate condition. Which verse did he quote? Yes, bro. Vodandro.
এই রূপে ব্রহ্মাণ্ড কোন ভাগ্যবান জীব, one who is fortunate, or then he will understand, then he will meet Guru and he will understand Krishna.
Or if we are fortunate to meet another fortunate devotee. If you have got this human form of life, then that fortune is there. Or if we hear from another fortunate devotee. Harivo! Then we can understand what Krishna is. Manushyanam sahasreshu kasyadhyatati siddhaye. So then this was towards the end. Jnanam teham savigyanam. So this is Vigyan. So how to, if you want to know this Vigyan, what is the way? He quoted part of Bhagavata verse.
Tad Vigyanartham sa gurum eva abhigachet.
Meaning?
That one must approach a spiritual master, and then he described the qualifications of spiritual master.
That we will reserve for the next question. Haribol! How many qualifications of Guru did he explain, and what are they? Yes. Our Ujjwal Nilmani Prabhu.
Two qualifications Prabhupada explained, Srotriyam and Brahmanishtam. He has perfectly heard from his spiritual master and he is firmly fixed in the lotus feet of Krishna.
He has heard from his Guru perfectly. And he is firmly fixed at the lotus feet of Krishna. Brahmanishtam. Harivo! And what was the conclusion? The conclusion I only read, that system got problem. Anybody remembers? Yes. Kadam Kanan bro.
Yes, how our senses will get purified by tat sarvopadi vinirmuktam tat rishikena rishikesha sevanam bhakti ruchyate. So with purified senses you can engage in bhakti. When we give up these designations, then and we understand this knowledge from spiritual master, then we can render bhakti.
Harivo! Jai Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. ग्रंथरा श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की, समवेत गौर भक्तवृंद की, हिताय गौर प्रेमानंदे।